Okay. Can you tell that my desk is a mess? I don't think you can. Hello and welcome to the story of how my voice became the next Beyonce. I can't even say that. In my head, I imagine that joke playing out to be a lot funnier, but it just doesn't even sound funny now that I'm hearing it again. Let's just wind back to where we're at now currently. So, hello, I'm Oksanna. I was born not a singer, but I had the dream inside of becoming a singer. I had it all planned out in my head of what I was gonna say, but now that I'm talking, it doesn't sound good at all. Let me just lay it out for you. So basically, as a child, it was my ultimate dream to become the next Hannah Montana. Like, she was the thing. She was the role model. Had a poster of her up on this back wall. I talked in a southern accent, everything. I was committed. But I was not born with the ability to sing. Looking back on videos, I watched them and I'm like, oh, you know, I wonder how I was as a child. And I sounded like a dying cat. To me, that was me giving it my all. So here we are, fast forwarding 21 years later. After a couple of lessons and lots of practice and just lots of experimenting new things, trying to strengthen the muscle, all that stuff. So now we've upgraded from dying cat to slightly sick cat. So there's definitely been some improvement, but we're still on the cat scale. I don't really know if I ever really will be like an amazing singer. I would love to be, but I don't know. It's a long path for me. So long intro, all of this to say, out of curiosity, I over the past month, I have started recording myself singing the like first verse, pre-chorus, chorus of Before You Go by Lewis Capaldi. What a guy. And I just thought that was a really pretty song, but it was really hard to hit those like higher notes in the chorus without going into like the head voice falsetto thing. Can you hear the vacuum in the background? That is my mother. I don't think it's that loud, so we're gonna keep going. But basically, that was the plan. So I was like, all right, love this song. I'm gonna try practicing every single day and just see what happens. Like, is it gonna improve or is it gonna be the same? Am I destined to be a sick cat forever? Which might be the case. However, in this situation, it actually sounded like there was some improvement because I've been going back and listening to all the recordings over the past month. Yeah, so anyways, let's just get into it. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna listen to a couple of the ones just so I can show you, give you like a reference point, and then at the end of this, I'm gonna sing it again, but I'm gonna sing it like full force, like nice microphone, like the full shebang. So let's get into the recording. Alright, so day one began on July 21st, 2020. Now today is September 2nd, and the reason that those days don't add up, the math is a little off there, is because I would sometimes forget that I didn't record it that day or whatnot, so I would do it the next day or something like that. So it wasn't exactly 31 days, it took me like 40-ish days to do all of this, but I have them labeled. I have it like day 1, day 2, day 3, so they're actually, so we can actually look back. So it's like the number of times I sang it is correct, it's just the days that are a little off. So anyways, day 1, we're gonna listen to it together, we're gonna see where I was at a month ago. I haven't heard this one in a little while, because I wanted to save it to be a full effect for you and me together. So let's just listen to that one. Oh, okay.
Fell by the wayside like everyone else. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, but I was just kidding myself. Felt every moment start to replace, cause all I can think of the words that I needed to say. When you hide under the surface like troubled water running cold. Well, time can heal, but there's won't. So before you go, was there something I could have said to make it all stop hurting? Kills me how your mind can make you feel this worthless. So before you go, was there something I could have said to make it all stop hurting? Kills me how your mind can make you feel this worthless. So before you go.
Okay, so like that wasn't the worst thing in the world, but a couple of things I just want to point out. Oh, Oksanna from a month ago. So one, I recorded all of these as a voice memo and not a video, because sometimes it was like I was in the car, or I was in my bathroom, or I was outside where it was super dark because I wanted to sing and try and belt them, and I didn't want my family to hear me because my bathroom is right there, which is normally where I record it, and my brother and sister-in-law are staying in the room right next to that, so they hear me. They've told me before that they hear me singing in the shower, so I'm like, okay, I don't want everybody to hear me. So that's why they're all voice memos, and that's why I didn't use music, because I was just trying to work on like the hitting of the notes. But that's also why it's kind of all over the place. So maybe I should have used music. I want to do this again with a different song, and I'll probably use music for that, because I can see how this is a little all over the place with timing and everything. And the words are all over the place too. But that was day one. So whenever I recorded this, I would literally just push record, do it in one take, and that was it. Like I wouldn't practice it again and again. I would just, whatever that first take was, even if I messed up a note, like that was that day's thing, because I just wanted to try and improve it. So day one was rough. Let's see what happened when we got to day number 10, shall we?
Fell by the wayside, like everyone knows. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, but I was just kidding myself. Felt every moment start to replay.
Broke it up then.
Cause now that you're gone, all I think of the words that I needed to say. When you hurt under the surface, like troubled water running cold. Well, time can heal, but this won't. So before you go, was there something I could have said to make your heart beat better? If only I'd have known you had a storm to weather. So before you go, was there something I could have said to make it all stop hurting? Kills me how your mind can make you feel so worthless. So before you go.
Okay, I feel like the timing got better there, and like at this point I had figured out what key I was supposed to be singing in. Like I had to keep listening to the song and then trying to re-record it. So like he starts out low, and then when he gets to the chorus, he kind of jumps up a bit on like the keys. So that's why I have a little hiccup in the middle, and it's like forgetting that I was supposed to jump. But it got better. Like I could hear a little bit of an improvement, and that was day 10. So let's see what happened day 20. All right, day 20 on August 18th, 2020. Let's see. Okay.
Fell by the wayside, like everyone else. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, but I was just kidding myself. Felt every moment start to replay. Cause now that you're gone, all I hear the words that I needed to say. When you hurt under the surface, like troubled water running cold.
Trying to experiment here.
What time can heal, but this won't. So before you go, was there something I could have said to make your heart beat better? If only I'd have known you had a storm to weather. So before you go, was there something I could have said to make it all stop hurting? Kills me how your mind can make you feel so worthless. So before you go.
Okay, so that one actually sounded a lot more rough than day 10. I feel like I was starting to like stylize it and make it seem more like a story type thing, but that one was definitely, it felt like a little unrehearsed. Let me see. It's probably because the day between day 19 and day 20 was 3 days that I forgot to do it. So that's probably why it sounds a little like unpracticed. Like I was kind of out of practice of singing the song, but there was definitely some effort in there. It just was rough. I don't think I like that one as much. But now let's see. Okay, so we're gonna do day 25 and just see. August 25th. That was a week after that one. Let's see how we did.
Fell by the wayside, like everyone knows. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, but I was just kidding myself. Felt every moment start to replay. Cause now that you're gone, all I hear the words that I needed to say.
Sounds a bit flat
you
on this one.
hurt under the surface, like troubled water running cold. Well, time can heal, but this won't.
That one was good.
So before you go, was there something I could have said to make your heart beat better? If only I'd have known you had a storm to weather. So before you go, was there something I could have said to make make it all stop hurting. Kills me how your mind can make you feel so worthless. So before you go.
Sounds like I ran out of air on that one. I really kind of dropped the ball on these last couple of days. I don't know what was happening then, but that's sad. Day 25 is kind of a letdown. Looks like we were going backwards in progress. Okay, so that was up to day 25. Day 26, 27, 28. I mean, all of them have different degrees of like little bits of improvements here and there, but I think the last thing we're gonna do is day 31, which is gonna be the big finale one with the nice microphone and everything, just to kind of get like a good idea of how we actually did at the end of this month. I don't really know if this is even a good setup for this video. I hope it is. I'm trying to get better at making these, because my thing is I want to be a singer. Like, that's the dream, but I know I'm not born with the ability, so it's like, okay, how do we do this? Because that's the dream. Singer, songwriter, bam. But if the talent, the ability is not there, that's kind of difficult. So I have a bunch of songs that I've written about so many different things, and I'm like, well, even if it's not the most amazing vocals, which is kind of a big part of it, I don't know, but I want to just like put out these songs and hopefully that'll be enough. I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna get to that later, but let's do day 31. Let's see where we're at and see the progress that a month has made. Okay. All right. This is my setup. Got my nice microphone, my nice windbreaker, sound break barrier, and my program. So let's see. This is a like completely honest one take. What did 31 days of practicing the same song over and over again do? I'm curious to find out, as I'm sure you might be as well if you've made it this far. So let's find out, friends.
Fell by the wayside like everyone knows. I hate you, but I was just kidding myself. Felt every moment start to replay. Cause now that you're gone, all I hear the words that I needed to say. When you hurt under the surface, like troubled water running cold. Well, time can heal, but this won't. So, before you go, was there something I could have said to make your heart beat better? If only I'd have known you had a storm to weather. So, before you go, was there something I could have said to make it all stop hurting? Kills me how your mind can make you feel so worthless. So, before you go.
Okay, well, I mean, clearly not the next Beyonce here, but I think there may have been some improvement. I can feel that my voice like started to get used to the different patterns and like the runs. Practicing them over and over again made them more fluid, for lack of a better word. I mean, I know it wasn't amazing. Like, I know that I definitely have a lot of work to do, but practice really makes perfect. This is really cool. I kind of want to try this with another song and just see what could happen, because I mean, Lewis Capaldi's a crazy amazing singer, so if this could even be like a little bit better of a cover than it was a month ago, I'd love to try some other stuff. So thanks for watching this video. I hope it was somewhat informative to you, or maybe just interesting to see like what happens to the vocal cords. Like, it really is like a muscle. You gotta go to the gym and work it out. Yeah, I mean, if you liked it, let me know. If there's another song that maybe you want to recommend that I should try doing this with, please let me know. I'd love to do it. Otherwise I don't know, maybe I'll do Billie Eilish. Who knows? The world is my oyster. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next video. Bye!